What is going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with a very special Browns pregame video for you guys. As of course, originally the Browns were supposed to play the Miami Dolphins tonight on Sunday Night Football. But as you know by now, the NFL flexed the game into the 4:05 slot simply because the Browns are absolute an abomination. And the Dolphins, well, they're still hanging in there, but it's mainly because the Browns are just putrid ass. And by the way, uh, it sounds like Tua might not play today, so that means we could legit get a QB matchup consisting of DTR for the Browns and Tyler Huntley for the Dolphins. And for those who don't remember, Tyler Huntley was a quarterback on the Browns in the preseason. So that means we could legit see a Tyler Huntley revenge game. Now, knowing the Browns, because we want them to lose, they're going to go out there and kick the Dolphins' ass. And they're just going to win just because. And you know there's going to be Browns fans that are pissed off that they're winning. Darn, they're messing up our draft position. But we win. I mean, I'm just along for the ride. I don't even care what happens. But like, if we win, let's go. Dream Monday, yeah. But if we lose, let's go. Draft position, yeah. It's either a draft position or a win. I mean, it's literally a win-win for me. Because you know I hate losing. I hate losing. But but I only hate losing if like there's no really like sense of like this team could possibly be good. You know, like the 1-31 seasons were torture. Handle this because we're getting a good draft position, right? Now, of course, a win would probably take us out of the running for a top 3 pick, unless like other teams won as well. Like last I saw, the Giants were actually winning. Like, of course, I mean, I want to win, but like, yeah, some people will get pissed if we win, but me, I don't care. Like I said, it's a win-win for me. If we win, I get a Victory Monday stream, and I get to spend the whole week just being happy, right? Because I haven't been happy too often when it comes to the Browns. But if we lose, you get better draft position, right? And we're not going to get a top 2 pick because the Raiders and the Giants are just on a whole other level of ass right now. So we'll see it. We're going to end up with a top 5 pick. Unless we somehow win the final 2 games, and who knows what's going to happen. Which would be a classic Browns thing to do. They did it before, I think, when Eric Mangini was the coach. They won like the last 4 games. If they go out and win their last 2 just because, classic, right? Especially because that would mean they sweep the Ravens. And he would do it too. Mm-hmm. They would 100% do it. Yep. I mean, it would be fun because, hey, they gain a little momentum heading into next year, cool. But you messed up your draft position. Not like it would matter, because can we really trust Andrew Berry to make a good draft pick these days? He seems to be more of a cap guy than a draft guy. That's what we figured out. He can work the cap like nobody else can. But man, when it comes to drafting players, whoo-wee, man. He has not been good at that. He's had quite a few misses. Now, he has had a few big-time gems, but yeah, it seems like he's had more misses than makes at this point. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to the main purpose of this video, okay? So, earlier this morning on NFL Network, Ian Rappaport was talking about the Browns quarterback situation heading into next year. Of course, they're going to have Deshaun. They restructured his deal, so he's not going anywhere. Now, there's a difference between him being on the team and him playing. Because he could easily just do like what he did with the Texans before he was traded. He could just literally stay away from the team. They could do that. Or he could actually play and maybe he remembers how to play football. That would be great, right? If he's going to play, you better remember how to play football, buddy. Because what we just saw out of you this year, torture. Piss me off. That was the worst QB play I've seen in quite a while. Yeah. Like the dude literally forgot how to play football. Like, damn, son. What the heck happened? Ay, 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 man. So, in this little segment, Ian Rappaport mentioned two names, choking, that could potentially be veteran quarterback options for the Browns next year. Now, as far as what I think the Browns QB room will look like next year, I think it'll look as follows. Of course, Deshaun Watson, rookie quarterback, and a veteran. Now, the two names that were mentioned by Mr. Rappaport were none other than Aaron Rodgers and Kirk Cousins. Now, I'm just going to say this. Imagine Brown's Twitter's reaction if we got a tweet notification from either Rappaport, Schefter, or any of the other writers that cover the NFL, like national guys. I guess you could say the beat writers too. Imagine Brown's Twitter's reaction to a tweet saying the Browns are signing Aaron Rodgers or Kirk Cousins. I say or, not both. There are actually Browns fans who think the Browns could get both of them. Come on, let's get serious now. I'm not trying to have my quarterback room consist of three dudes who've had pretty much the same injury. Call them the meniscus bros. Or Achilles brothers, whatever. I'm not trying to have that, thank you very much. I would like one quarterback who hasn't had his leg torn up, thank you. Right? Yeah. If I had to choose between these two, I think I'd go with Kirk simply because he's played under Kevin Stefanski before. Like, he would know his system. Honestly, it would just be hilarious to see Aaron Rodgers playing for the Browns. Right? It'd be hilarious. And did I mention the Browns wanted Kirk Cousins a few years ago? In 2018, I believe, before they got Baker. They really, really wanted Kirk Cousins. Like, they really wanted him before he went to Minnesota. The Browns really went out and got Aaron Rodgers. I would almost be praying for Hard Knocks to be with the Browns again. Like the off-season Hard Knocks. Not the current one or the one that the Giants were on. I'm talking about the regular Hard Knocks during training camp. I mean, honestly, the off-season one wouldn't be bad either. The one that the Giants were on. Just to see what was going on in that front office when they signed Aaron Rodgers. And it's funny because people are going to say, that's not going to happen. Never going to happen. Oh. You really think Jimmy Haslam would pass up on the opportunity to have Aaron Rodgers on his team? It would just be pure comedy, right? Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks in recent memory, but yeah, he might be cooked. I mean, it could just be the Jets, right? The Jets' negative aura affecting him, right? Oh, but the Browns, yeah, the Browns have actually made the playoffs recently. And look what we've done with quarterbacks not named Deshaun and DTR. I mean, Jameis, look how many games Jameis had where he was like 250, 300 yards passing. Look at Joe Flacco last year. I mean, do you really think Aaron Rodgers or Kirk Cousins wouldn't cook in this offense? Especially if we bring back Nick Chubb, which, by the way, he's a free agent, I believe. So hopefully they bring him back. And then you have Jerry Jeudy. And you know, if they get Aaron Rodgers or Kirk Cousins, they go and get some legit weapons to go with those guys. And of course, David Njoku will be back. And hopefully we get serious when it comes to the offensive line stuff. Although it sounds like Joe Batonio could retire, which I guess we were prepared for that with Zach Zinter getting drafted. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting offseason, right? Between the draft and free agency and stuff. And of course, remember, Myles Garrett gave the front office an ultimatum, essentially saying, I need you guys to be serious. I need to know if we're trying to be a serious team. Because if we're not trying to be serious, if we're trying to go through yet another rebuild, which of course he was here during that 0-16 season, he was a rookie, but he experienced that garbage. He doesn't want to go through that again. No, he wants to win. I mean, he's had 2 playoff appearances in his career with 1 playoff victory. Right? He wants to experience that again. That was fun, 2020 and 2023 were probably, or 2024, whatever, were probably the best years I've had as a Browns fan recently. I was too young for the 2002 team, the first one that made the wild card. I was too young to witness that stuff. I didn't really know better what was going on. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this possibility. Which quarterback would you want on the Browns, right? I'm always going to look up their stats, but I mean, obviously, we know what Aaron Rodgers is. He's a really good quarterback when he's in a good situation. And Kirk Cousins, it's all right. Hopefully he isn't completely cooked. Maybe Kevin could bring out the best in him. I don't know. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in about an hour and a half or so for Browns Dolphins. And it sounds like it could be, again, DTR versus Tyler Huntley. What a powerhouse matchup that is. Now, I mean, if Tua does play, he's going to be banged up. He's not going to be 100% apparently. So I don't know if they're going to want to put him out there against Myles Garrett. Because he can't run or anything. I mean, his hip, I guess, is what was bothering him. So we'll see what happens. But he was listed as doubtful. So we'll see. I'll have more information before I go live. So with that being said, guys, I will see you all in about an hour and a half for Browns Dolphins. Have a good rest of your day, and see you guys in a little bit. Go Browns. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah.